To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Lockhart Perspective. Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day.
Well. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me double check. Make sure you guys can hear me because, baby, when I tell you that I had not seen a good roasting like that in a long time. Let me get a one in the chat from one or two people. Somebody let me know. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Let me double check over here. I don't see nobody. I don't think y'all can hear me. Oh, Lord of mercy. Let me see. I really want to talk about this. I truly and honestly want to get right into it. I want to just dig into it like it's a deliciousness salad. Let's see. Yep, you can hear. Baby, I don't know if you know what a good old-fashioned jousting is, but let me tell you something. Over the past couple of weeks while we've been on vacation, I have been peering into some news. I'll drop a couple of little pieces of a story or something like that, but it's all over today and the fun is over. And so back to business as usual. But what I want to say about this topic is you should never bring a Q-tip to a jousting. I think overall, as it relates to Marjorie Taylor Greene and the one Ms. Crockett, the behavior of both of these individuals, in my impression, was very unprofessional. However, I come from the school of old-fashioned rippers. You know what I mean? The people who really get at you. Hey, Betty. Hey, William. I think that's Betty. Yep. The folks who actually get at you. And when I was coming up back in my day, they used to call that playing the dozens. Now, the bad part about the whole thing was, okay, I'm going to break it down person by person because both individuals, prior to this, I was never a fan. And I'm still not a fan. But I will tell you that prior to this, I did not like the way that Marjorie Taylor Greene conducted herself. I don't. I think that whenever you're in that type of position and you've earned the responsibility of those who sent you, where they sent you to act a certain way, you should conduct yourself accordingly. And that's the same way that I felt about Crockett. However, you got to understand something. Where a person comes from dictates exactly how they're going to act when they get in public. Crockett comes from an arena where playing the dozens is just what we do. And Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene has really not had her clock cleaned regularly. By that, I mean, she ain't never had nobody just really come out and get at her. That incident that day, as you can see, I have the eyelashes in the front and the eyelashes in the background of this thumbnail. And I just want to tell you, let's just run it. Let's just talk about it together. Because for me, when I saw her rip this girl a new one, I said, here it goes. Here it goes. Here you go. Here it go. We're going to have something to talk about. Here it go. So let's take a look at what is this flying around in here? We had the doors open earlier. I want to take a look at it. I do. I want to take a look at it. And I want us to really, really break this thing down because, see, here's the thing that I noticed. I noticed that a lot of times people will throw their rocks and hide their hands. And that's exactly what I believe Marjorie Taylor Greene did that day. But I want you guys to look at it with me and you tell me, what you think. Because for me, I was sitting there and I was like, oh no, wait a minute. Why are we going there? Well, why are we doing that? Well, why are we doing this? Why are they saying this? And oh my God, no, she didn't. I've been in meetings like this before, though. I just want to tell you that I have been in environments exactly like this. And just to let you know, they weren't real pretty. This wasn't pretty. So let's get into this. I'm gonna let you guys see this with me. I can't hardly see you guys. Maybe she's sick of all the bullshit. Yeah, she might be, witchy poo. Hi, Joy. Let's see. Should have said you called out to put down. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be real, 110% real, even though I have on my wiglet. I told you we was on vacation. We was away. We was not here. So I got my wiglet on. I got my vacation wiglet. Oh, and I'm about to put some blonde streaks in it because y'all already know up under yonder it's blonde, right? And gray. But here's the deal. You never throw a rock and hide your hand and don't think nobody gonna pick it up. And that's exactly what girlfriend did. So let me see. Hopefully this one gives it to us right as it's happening and we don't have to try to dig through it and sift through it. So let's just take a gander, shall we? Let's go. Because I don't see girlfriend. All hell breaks loose when Marjorie Taylor Greene directly insults Crockett. Okay, so let's see if this is it. Is this it? Or is this all hell breaking loose? I think this might be it right here. I think this might be it right here. Yep, this is it. Let's go.
Gentlemen,
Time's expired. Does any other member seek recognition?
Mr.
Chair
Chairman,
recognizes Ms. Green.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Mershon's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
He's advising.
Okay, that right there. I get where she's coming from. Okay, I totally understand where Marjorie Taylor Greene is coming from, but shoot from the hip, homegirl. Say, I'd like it to be noted that X, Y, and Z, so that they put it in the notes the correct and exact way, so that in their face, you're letting them know, hey, we already know what's up. We already know who his daughter works for. I just want to put it in the record so that we get it all in order that homegirl works for X. Put it down where it makes good sense. Don't just be so passive aggressive. And see, that's what Marjorie Taylor Greene's problem is. You needed to be direct, girlfriend. You needed to come right out and say, hey, can we add this to the record? I've got a question. I want to know if you all are under the understanding that I am, and that is that XYZ's daughter is working for XYZ, which to me is a conflict of interest. Even though we're here from Merrick Garland, I want to let this be known. That's all she had to say. Hey, Daryl. That's all she had to say. Hey, Sarah. Hi, all of y'all. I love all of y'all. Okay, Joy Trujillo, all of y'all. But do you guys see what I'm saying? That's all she had to come out and say. Let's finish watching.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I
you still
think your
stuck in the
fake
courtroom.
eyelashes are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Okay, so see now, here we go. First off, she was wrong for entertaining it, asking her, do you know what we're here for? She could have just refrained. Okay, she could have waited until it was her time, if they were giving out time or however it was working. Here's my point. There are ways that this whole situation could have been avoided from the very beginning. But once we get into ready, okay, readying our jousting, readying our swords, all right? Once we get into it, there's no coming back at all. None whatsoever, as Miss Green will now see. All right, because they go back into it. And then, of course, we got AOC, deer in the headlights, jumping in. And I know we got to get through her piece just to get to where Miss Crockett said what she said. But child, have several seats is what I wanted to say to her. But nonetheless, because she go, oh, no, baby girl. I'm like, child, please have a seat. It ain't real. It's not authentic. And if it ain't authentic, you don't get permission to say it. But nonetheless, let's keep going.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr.
That's
Chairman,
beneath
would
even
you
you,
please
Mr. Green.
regain
That's beneath
order
even
of your
you.
committee?
Order.
Please.
There's a point of order.
We have a point of order. Mr. Lynch, state your point.
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to ask the parliamentarian if your conduct here in raising money in connection with this hearing is referable to the Ethics Committee within this hearing. Is a motion in order to refer your conduct and your abuse of
It's not a
process?
point of order. Not a
Mr.
point
I
of
do
order.
have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you
Meeting will
attack the
suspend.
Okay, so let me just skip through this because I get it. You're trying to be over, zealous in your opinion or in your protection of a sister who obviously don't need no protection. First off, didn't this girl come from Houston? Isn't she from Houston or some part of Texas? Yeah, I think she's from some part of Texas. Let's go ahead and see, can we go a little bit further?
baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play,
Baby girl? I don't think
we are gonna
so.
move and we're gonna take your words down.
I
Thank you very
second that motion.
So who will have to pay us?
So now they've seconded the motion. Now they got to
We're
vote it and all this
suspending.
other stuff. Baby girl.
Absolutely.
So taking down the words, striking what she said, they should have let it stand. I wouldn't have taken it down at all. Okay. Okay, Alexandria Ocasio, you should have just let it be. Let it stay. Them words don't gotta go nowhere. Leave it all there. Because today they had a big ruckus when the fella found out the girlfriend wanted to copyright her words. Let's see how good that goes. Let's see how well she does with that. So now they're scuttlebutting around trying to figure out what's going on. And here's the deal. How does the man that's over this whole thing, how come he can't hear?
Here's what we're not gonna do.
All right, let me get back over here and play referee because they are not about to sit here and waste all my time. They going at it. They going at it. They going at it. Marjorie Taylor Greene got a lot of sympathy, I noticed, over the past several days. She got a lot of sympathy. A lot of sympathy over this whole thing. I saw a lot of people feeling like Jasmine Crockett was terrible. Oh, and she was this and she was that. So let me move forward. Come on now. What's up with this? I don't want to see all of this. I want to see the other piece. All right, there we go. Now they're about to come on with it, I believe. I hope. Nonetheless, tell me what you guys think. I mean, I know everybody has seen it. You've all had a time for it to digest and all that good stuff. But Marjorie, to me, is out of hand because you don't talk about another woman's eyelashes. You don't talk about their wiglets. Leave people's looks alone. Because I'm sure everybody has an opinion about everybody's looks. And again, like I said, I'm not a fan of either one of these chicks. I didn't like the way that I saw Crockett behaving herself a couple of months ago. I never liked the way that I see
4
Marjorie
minutes and
Taylor
21
Greene cutting
seconds
up.
to speak.
I think we have to do the motion first, and then unless there's another motion, then you'll be recognized again. But I believe there's another motion coming. So you agree to strike your words?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
should
recognizes
apologize. No. She
Perry.
should
Okay,
apologize.
hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Perry.
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the
it's
minority.
pretty
No,
self-evident.
Chair you're not.
Yeah, you're
out
not.
of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd like to
I
strike
move to
those
strike the
words
lady's
as well.
word.
move to
I would
strike-
like order.
Whoa, wait a minute. Just wait a doggone freaking minute here. Just wait a minute. Doggone it. I want to strike you. I want to strike you. You're out. No, you're strike you. No, you said. Meanwhile, Rome is burning and the fiddle is being played in the middle of the square. I ain't seen nothing like this since I watched Parliament over there in Europe when they take off the shoe and throw it. Baby. Sandy said, cat fight. A cougar and a cat fight, because that's an old cougar and a cat. All right, it's just that their elevation and the men, no stop, no wait, no stop. It's like a father standing in between his daughter and his wife and they going off. You know how a man will have to fight in between the two or between his mama and his wife and he stop and he don't know what to do. These guys have lost it. Let's go ahead and finish. They ain't got no control, baby. And these men, no, they can't stand it. In the quiet of their room while they're smoking on their stogies. And they've got the best brandy that money can buy. Baby, they are wishing that they could tell everybody how they talk on the inside by saying, we sure enough don't want none of these women around us again. Let's go.
Ladies' words again.
That's 2 requests to strike. That's 2 requests to strike.
Oh, they cannot take the
There's
words.
another motion to strike her words again.
All right,
Please get
okay,
your members under
here's
control.
the correct apology. Ms. Green, do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words?
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll strike
right.
my words, but I'm not
all right.
apologizing.
Without objection,
Not apologizing.
Reserving the right to object.
No,
Chairman, I
Chair
reserve the right to
recognizes Mr.
Wait a minute. We're ladies. Why wouldn't you, as a woman, apologize? I am apologetic of the fact that I used those words the way that I did. I know that talking about you personally was not good. It's beneath me. I would never do that to anybody. I don't know what happened, but hey, let's try to make amends and keep it pushing. Yes, as a lady, you most assuredly do. Apologize for what you said. You may not apologize for how you felt at the moment. You may not apologize for the fact that you felt like you had the right to say something. But when you, as an adult, take your time and talk about somebody, you are wrong as 2 left shoes. And yes, I do remember the shoe. That Bush guy had a shoe thrown at him. Yes, Sarah, I do remember. But let's go ahead and finish because I want you guys to see something. Look at this. Watch.
Reserve the right to
Mr.
object.
Chairman, I move that Mr. Goldman's words and Ms. Ocasio-Cortez's words be stricken.
Okay.
Which words? And you have to do it contemporaneously. Object. The objection must be contemporaneous, and they haven't spoken in 10 minutes.
Nobody's spoken in 10 minutes.
Well, that's right. Therefore, defeating your proposal.
You all have. So that's my motion, Mr. Chairman.
We weren't able to.
But I object. It doesn't refer to anything that's on the floor. Ms. Ocasio-Cortez objected immediately and instantaneously, as you're supposed to do under the rules and precedents of the House of Representatives.
So the first time he could.
Mr. Chairman, point of parliamentary inquiry.
All right, we're going to suspend for a minute, but we'll talk to the parliamentary.
I object to your objection.
Okay. It doesn't look as if we're going to get to where the question was asked in this one. But let's just stop for a second. I'm going to pause right here and we're going to dig it up. Because I believe that the whole entire problem stemmed from this young lady not having
Time's expired. Does any other member seek recognition? Chair recognizes Ms. Green.
Let me make this smaller because the clear understanding was the fact that she wanted to get some clearance to what exactly is it that we have a right to say and don't have a right to say. All right. Is this it? I just want that little bitty minute, that little bitty sound bite, that little bitty one. I can't go with anything else. Let me see if this.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath
would
even
you please regain the order of your committee?
Order.
Please.
There's a point of order.
We have a point of order.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to
Baby girl,
I don't think we are going to move.
Screen agrees to strike her words.
No.
We ain't gonna be able to turn it no
Well,
more.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
word.
Let me get one of my mods. Sandy, are you here? Can you send that to me, baby? Because I had it. I don't have it. Send it to me if you can, please. Because the skinny is that when girlfriend said what she said, all hell broke loose. And when she came back at her, they didn't like that. Nobody could stand it. I have it here somewhere. I have the actual clip that they had on Forbes. I don't know why Forbes doesn't have it up anymore. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. But nonetheless, the problem is she called her a bleached blonde, bad body. What did she call her? Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Because it's on the thingy. But Cindy, if you Sandy, if you can send it to me, please do. Green and Crockett. I like the way that Forbes put it together because they really did. There you go. Okay. All right, I'm going to send it to myself. I don't want to play her off of TMZ. I was going to, but then I thought about it and I was like, no, because TMZ loves to strike people just for sharing their information. And to me, it's like, why would you do that? Just let us have it. Why don't you? But they don't. So I'm going to get this right here, send it to myself, and we're going to put it on right now. But the deal is that once she made the comment and they sort of washed it away by saying basically what they was going to do. Let me just put it down here in ghetto terms. Basically, they was going to let homegirl slide. Okay. Without having any apology, without any of that. Just striking the words ain't an apology. Especially if you don't think this other girl gonna have something to say. She says, so let me get some clarification here. So if somebody was to call somebody X, Y, and Z, oh, would that be all right? She didn't like that too much. Now that the woman is talking about going out here and copywriting it, everybody is up in arms. Well, let's just get a look at this because I got it right here. I got it. It's a very short one. She asked the question. All right, here we go. Here we are. Oh, it's not a Democrat, and it's not a Democrat issue, and it's not an issue dealing with Republicans. It's dealing with respect. That's what it's dealing with. It's dealing with respect. That's what it is. Okay, now hold on. Here it is. I'm pulling it up for you guys. But it's all it is. It's just about respect, respecting each other. And the whole daggone thing for all of Congress is an absolute joke. All of Congress does nothing but sit up and filibuster. And if they're not filibustering, then what they're doing is sitting there having a fist fight, an argument, basically with words to each other. And nobody is getting any damn thing done. That's the problem right there in a nutshell. Nobody is getting anything done. And the whole thing stems from them not wanting to pick a side or take a chance to have any of the information about them revealed. So that way, as soon as somebody comes up to them and says, hey, look, we're going to hold you accountable for X, Y, Z. They don't want to be held accountable. So they'd rather keep playing the game versus to stand up for what they were sent there to do. Let me make myself clear. I believe that each and every one of them, with the exception of a couple of them, have some stuff that they're holding against them. And considering that, they don't want to do their job. So all they do is just sit around and go back and forth and play table tennis of words. That's it. Just a big old table tennis of words. That's all. And I don't see it. I guess maybe they took it down. Did they take it down because she complained? Why don't we have it? See, they got all this stuff with Marjorie Taylor Greene and the other chick fighting. Please let this play. Please, somebody let it play. They're not going to let it play. Did they take this down? Why is it that I can't find this? And just the other day I had it. Wow. Oh my God, you guys, I can't find it. Does anybody have it? It literally looks like you can't find her calling her that name. And if that's the case, I'm going to go in. Let me make sure. Let me go back over here and look at you guys. Sandy, did you get it? Find the oh, okay. Send me if you have it. If anybody has it, I can't find it anymore. There was the whole entire back and forth, but then when she asked the question about what let me make sure that I understand and let me make sure that I'm clear. So if somebody called someone a bad built, bleach blonde, butch body, is what she said, then would that be okay? Those were her questions. My point is, that is what, my friend, the dozens are made of. When you bring a Q-tip to a jousting, you just might get cut. And that's exactly what happened. I don't agree with the way that Marjorie Taylor Greene has been cutting up for the past couple of years. And now that Miss Crockett is there, prior to this event, I already had my impression and my feelings and emotions about her. I did not like the way that she conducted herself. I believe that they're getting ready to have a whole bunch of sister girl activity going on in Congress. I believe that they're going to elevate a lot of these people who had attitudes and all kinds of stuff down here in the regular world. And by the regular world, I don't mean Congress. I mean the regular offices, the mayors and the district attorneys and all of that. I believe that a lot of those women, especially of the Black race, are going to be going into Congress. And this is a preview of how they want to present the women that they allow to come in. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, we've had our deal with her, with where she came from or didn't come from. Whether she was a bartender or not is of no consequence. But we have certainly dealt with her and her ignorance. And I'll say ignorance, but not that she's a dumb person. I'm saying her ignorance of what she's there to do and her ignorance of her positioning. I believe that maybe over the past couple of years, now that they brainwashed her and set her into a certain mindset or a frame, that now she knows exactly what she's there to do. But I believe that the whole daggone thing is a mess. It's a real big mess. Let me see. See, that's all I'm able to see. The only thing I'm able to pull up, which is a damn problem. I'm going to tell you why it's a problem, because it's okay for y'all to keep up Marjorie Taylor Greene's and let us readily be able to find that. It's not to say that the other comments that I'm looking for are not available. It just means that for whatever reason, the only comment we're able to pull up readily available is the comments from Marjorie Taylor Greene. But we're not able to pull homegirls up. That's a problem for me. I mean, if you put that in, you ought to be able to get both of them. Now, Forbes the other day had it up. Yeah, she did. She did do that. I wish I could pick that up. I can't pick that up. Sis, send that to my text. Can you do that for me? Text it to me. Yeah. Yeah, so I just have a problem. I should be able to readily find that. Let me see. I don't know. I just, let me tell you guys something. I have been in environments where people have thrown low blows and have made little comments under their breath where I've had to refrain. I've been in board meetings where people have made comments. I'm not even going to tell you some of the comments. If you want to see some of the stuff people say about me and to me, you go over there to BitChute and read some of the comments, if some of them are still there. But I've been in board meetings and I've been in environments where people thought it was okay to play the dozens and throw back at you. And the thing that I want to tell you is, oftentimes you don't want to make a comment back to them. You sort of leave them alone. But then there are some times where you have to pull that individual aside with maybe one other witness and say, hey, what did you say while we were in the meeting just now about, and then I may give them a small snippet. Thank you, OG Speed. Good to see you, my brother. Peace and love to you as well. Okay. This link at the 3-minute mark has Crockett. It does. Rose, can you send it to my message? Can you send it to, I'm going to give you a number to send it to, 470, if you can, 470-232-1722. I can't pick it up from this side, you guys. Over here on this side, all my mods are off the chain. I love you guys. I can't pick it up on this side, though. Let me see if I can come out and go back over to this side. Maybe I can. Hold on. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, maybe I can. Okay, there we go. Thanks, sis. All right. So I've been in those types of settings where you have to actually go to the person, pull them to the side with a witness, get somebody else to go with you, maybe one person for them and one person for you. And you just have to stop and say, hey, I heard what you said in the meeting, or what did you say in the meeting? What was that you were mentioning? I didn't hear you well. Or what was that you were mentioning? And then just let them go on ahead and say what it is they got to say. And once they do, you just be quiet and let them speak. Because if they said something that was extra stupid, don't you know that they're going to be made to feel like an idiot while they're standing there trying to repeat that trash? Yeah, they are. So you don't have to go at them like that. And somebody needs to teach that young lady that when somebody comes at you, the only way that you need to handle it is just like I described. So let's just go on ahead. We're going to go ahead and read through this. And once we read through this, it'll highlight it for us. We're not going to be able to find a video of it right this second, but we are definitely going to look at the fact that Jasmine Crockett filed a trademark. All right. So let's get into this. Again, thank you for that love offering that you gave me, OG. Okay. Here we go. All right. Representative Jasmine Crockett files to trademark bleach blonde, bad built butch body, and the bees have it. The bees got it. This girl put it together. She said a bleach blonde, bad built butch body after the clash with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Again, I don't like them, but I got to tell you, a good roasting is a good roasting no matter who you are. So sorry to say it. That was good. That was good. I mean, that right there, that took me back home for a second. Let me make this a little bit bigger so that I can see it, and then you guys can see it as well. Representative Jasmine Crockett wants official ownership of the viral bleach blonde, bad built butch body phrase she used during a clash with Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene in a congressional committee meeting. Crockett, a Democrat from Texas, filed a trademark application for the phrase with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office on Sunday, May 19th. She plans to use it for apparel, hats, hoodies, socks, pants, t-shirts, and tops per the filing. The owner's name is Jasmine for U.S., which is her branding for her website and professional Instagram and Twitter accounts. Green responded to the application, telling Fox Digital on Monday, May 20th, I'm very happy with myself. I turned 50 on Monday, and I'm so excited that I'm still alive and healthy, and I have done so much in life. And I think no matter what shape, size, or how we look, we need to be ourselves, not telling women the only way to be attractive or accepted is to have fake boobs, fake hair, fake lashes, and injected faces. Green, a Republican from Georgia, told the Fox News Digital, let me tell you what's about to happen, girlfriend. Let me tell you, y'all hit the Cash App because here come, I'm about to get real raw. What's about to happen, sweetie, is you're about to get your 50-year-old wake-up call. Some people may not like this, and I get it, I understand it, but trust and believe. You're about to get your 50-year-old birthday ticket, all right? Now, I'm about 10 years older than you, Marjorie, so I feel like as your elder, I have the right to share this with you. When you throw a stone, you better expect it to be thrown back. You literally just went on Fox News Digital and you doubled down with what you had to say, talking about fake hair, fake boobs, people ought to love who they are. That's hypocritical in and of itself. Why? Because you just said something about somebody who had something on their person that made them feel good about who they were. Do you see what I'm saying, Marjorie? So that means, baby, somebody about to come up with not no new phrase, not no new slogan, not no new lipstick color, not a new t-shirt phrase, a pair of pants or shoes. Somebody about to come up with something from your past. I guarantee it. You guys mark the date down. Mark the date and the time down. I'm trying to tell you now, and you know why? Because what happens is, the phrases that we make tell us and everybody around us exactly how much we have or have not evolved. This woman just said, and I think no matter what shape, size, or how we look, we need to be ourselves. You're 50. All of that hair color ain't yours, sweetie. And it's not a problem with that because I like under here, y'all already heard me say it and y'all already know me. I like my little bleach blonde color. I like my little looks. I like my wiglets, but I'm a girl. I want to use this as an accessory. You never should have went for somebody on a personal level. And that's the problem because you went for her on a personal level. She waited for due process. When due process came, they struck everything and acted like there was no problem. Not one bit of a problem with what you said. Oh, you don't have to apologize. She didn't have to, but she most certainly did have to apologize. Just from woman to woman. And that girl is younger than you. So now here you go say you think no matter what shape, size, or how we look, we need to be ourselves. Not telling women the only way to be attractive. Oh, so you think she's attractive? Or accepted is to have fake boobs, fake hair, fake lashes, and injected faces. Sweetie, I know enough to know that that is some wrestling in your face every now and again, or you got yourself some Botox every now and again. Okay? I already feel that. Green, a Republican from Georgia, told Fox News Digital, I mean, we all wear makeup and do lashes and stuff sometimes, but it's out of control. Who made you the eyelash doctor or the eyelash teacher or the eyelash police, Karen? Who? Women need a better message for women. Okay. All right. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. Crockett, 43, made a remark in a chaotic moment at the House Oversight Committee meeting on Thursday, May 16th, referencing Green, who had commented on her appearance moments before during the hearing, which was intended to revolve around a resolution over Attorney General Merrick Garland. And that's what the whole thing should have been right back to. If they had a person who was over that meeting, who was able to take control of the situation and call order. And if you don't get order, I'm going to suspend you out of this chamber. Both of you, you're going to get suspended. If I don't have order, the next person who speaks is out of here. If I don't have order, I'm going to make sure that each and every one of you guys are not going to be able to come into this chamber until X, Y, or Z. Have order and have it across the board. Because if you got order across the board during that hearing, you didn't have to worry about it. Y'all could have got to the people's business of Merrick Garland. So Green, 49, asked this girl 6 years younger than you, and I sure can't tell, baby, you have had a hell of a 49 years. Just saying. The committee asked the committee Democrats if they had been employing Judge Merchan's daughter. Now, that's all she had to say again, but she didn't choose to go that route. She wanted to be passive aggressive, referring to New York Judge Juan Merchan in the Donald Trump's criminal trial. Crockett questioned how that was related to Garland, asking Green, do you know what we're here for? Bingo, sister, that was your problem. You should have never said nothing to that woman. The next time you hear a grown woman get kooky like that and start veering off, stay away because you already know she doesn't have any restraints if she's talking about a totally different topic, although it was appropriate. I got to be honest with you. It was an appropriate question to ask just at the wrong time. When you see a grown woman willing to veer that far off from topic, let it be. Let it be. Let her do whatever she's about to do, because you can see if she's already off the hinges, she's going to say something else that's off the hinges. And you already know that if she cut up at the State of the Union address and a few other public places like this, then she's susceptible to say a whole lot of stuff. So Crockett questioned how that was related to Garland, asking Green, do you know what we're here for? Green quipped, I don't think you know what we're here for. I think your fake eyelashes are messing with your reading. As those in attendance verbally reacted to the comment and called for order, New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said that it was absolutely unacceptable and demeaning and demanded for it to be removed from the record. I would have told her keep it right there. If I was Green, if I was the other chick, Crockett, I would have said, no, she ain't got to take it down. She don't have to apologize, although from me looking in, I say that professionally she did. She added, how dare you attack the physical appearance of another person? After the back and forth between Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, 34, looking all of 40 in the face, Green and Crockett asked for clarification. Crockett asked for clarification on what's considered an insult and appeared to toss in a jab of her own. That wasn't a jab. That was not a jab. Let me come back over here and let y'all look at my face. Baby, that was not a jab. She took that girl by the forehead and she pounced her into the ground. She became the stake in the tent. So just so we all understand and we're all clear, she became the stake in the tent. Oh, that was a clock well cleaned. Okay, let's go. So Crockett asked for clarification on what's considered an insult and appeared to toss in a jab of her own. Quote, I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling, she said. If somebody in this committee starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct? That's the end of that for me. That's when it all broke out. I want you guys to get a good look at this woman's face, who did not think about anything. Now, what's that on her lashes? Let me see, baby, because I worked for Mac. Those are lashes. Those are lashes. Those are lashes. What a hypocrite. When I worked for Mac, we had to wear a full face of makeup, which means they sold eyelashes. We were not in dress code if we did not have lashes. And for those of you ladies out there that want to have a natural lash and you don't want them looking like little butterflies or like I call them bats, I never sell them to any one particular person, but that's what they look like to me. Bats. If you want a natural eyelash, get Mac number 7. The Mac 7 lashes look natural. They're close to the face because if you had to wear them like I did, then you wanted to make sure that they looked natural. So those are lashes. You're a liar and a hypocrite. Why? Here's the reason why we wear lashes when we're in that arena. I'm not wearing lashes right now. I got on some mascara. And frankly, I don't really like the lashes. They used to get on me all the time because I didn't want to wear them. So I made sure that I extended my lashes out the best I could. I didn't care if they looked like spider legs. My point is, the reason why you're wearing lashes on screen, especially natural looking ones, is because it helps to bring the eyes out. When you're sitting in cameras like they are all the time, their eyes tend to look a little faded. A little faint. You can't really see it. You don't see the dimension in the eyes. And so that's why Marjorie has on a very nice tailored set of eyelashes here. And that's the reason why Crockett has eyelashes on. Now, a person can wear whatever they choose to wear. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for comments. There's a time and a place to wear a certain things, a time and a place to talk about something, and a time and a place not to. I submit that this whole entire thing has been blown out of proportion to our perspective. But the sad part is these people conduct themselves like this when we ain't looking. That was a smidge of what they actually do when we're not looking. Do you know why? Because they're not there taking care of business. So now they're acting like kindergartners. Now they're acting just like kids in junior high school, because they're not there to take care of the business. They can't take care of the business because the lunatics are running the asylum. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. And so all they got to do now is sit around and talk about each other and pick on one another and do mama jokes. Your mama's so big that when she get into the room, she takes up the whole room. Your mama so this. That's all they have time to do. That's the reason why you're able to see such folly. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, good-looking lady. Miss Crockett, good-looking lady. Both of them, neither one of these women are ugly, but their behavior is most assuredly ugly. And all I got to say is next time, Marjorie, be direct, talk about what you need to talk about, say it, get it out there and get it over with. And Miss Crockett, when you see somebody putting themselves out there about to let themselves hang themselves, she was about to hang herself with that comment that she made, asking, who is, what good did that do you to ask in that matter? Did you make it a point to say, I need to let you guys understand that even though we're about to deal with this, this is an issue? Do you know where you were supposed to bring that topic up? No, you don't. So 2 very bright women, bad judgment on both of their part. Good slogan. I don't think you're going to be able to get past the fact that they may or may not allow you to copyright it. They might, because I mean, It is a sequence of words that has never been used before unless somebody ran and copy wrote it or did the copyright on it before you had the opportunity. So, yeah, we paid. Barroom brawl. Exactly, Joy. That's exactly what it is. Oh, I love your thumbnail. Exactly. We pay these freaks. Okay. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And that's the sad part about it. R. Jones, how you been? Does anyone else get the feeling some of these folks have a drink or two before they go to work? Let me tell you something. Because they've given themselves away, they have to. More than likely, they have to. More than likely, they have to. Says something about democracy. We are broken people, and some will end up in Congress. Well, I wish I could segue. Somebody is going to end up a little higher up than we see them now. Somebody's going to end up a little higher up than we see them right now, and they're making and running amok. They all stop off at Nancy's. I'm not playing with you. Everybody goes over there for a little teetotaling every now and again. Yeah, well, you guys, I just thought that I'd come and bring you that, but there are a lot of other stories that I have. I'm going to upload right now over to Headlines with a Voice, a story that I already did. Let me go ahead and get ready to upload that to you guys. It's just about my impression. It was about a week or two ago that I produced it and did it. But it's just my impression. It's going to be over on Headlines. I don't know, maybe I should put it over here. I don't know if Headlines is going to be like, we don't care about that. We want to talk about more politics. I want to say something. I'm going to upload this video and I'll put it over here on the Lockhart Perspective. The reason why you guys have not heard me talk about the whole entire deal going on right now with the whole NIH thing is because we talked about that. For the past 4 years, we have done nothing but talk about gain of function. We have done nothing but talk about X, Y, or Z. They took my channel down for a whole week or more. I think it was about 10 days. And then they zapped me again another time when I started talking the truth. And then when I brought up points that was brought in from different doctors and such that had everything to do with all that stuff, they zapped me. So I really don't have no more to say about it. I don't have no more to say about it. Moreover, there was a story that was done last year that talked about the whole email situation. That was June of 2023 that talked about the whole email situation. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. There's something about J6 that I repeated and said it a couple of years back. And now we're still holding on to these things. Listen, when a lie is exposed, I don't need to go back over it. Okay? Because it's frustrating even for me to read the copy. I can't even read the copy without wanting to throw up. And if it's making me vile and ill, honey, please, I'm supposed to enjoy myself. I get like what, $1 or $2 every couple of weeks for this. So I'm not going to make myself sick for something that does not, not that I'd even want to make myself sick for something that brings me financial, gain. But the point that I'm making is for the past several years, Bettina, before she passed, rest her soul, myself, Roy, several other people, King BJ, Victor, a lot of the people that are Black Spring with Autumn. Goodness gracious, my boy that's from Mississippi, Greenville, Mississippi. All of us talked about it. Okay? You're not liking it. It's a real shame to see an attractive woman of color. Oh, sitting here acting like a sister from the hood. I am from the hood, Holly. You didn't know where I was from, baby. I know where I'm from, and I know who I am. And oh, yes, I have earned everything I got. Yeah, let me let y'all see. I love it. Holly Willis says, don't know how I ended up here, but I'm not liking this. One, it is a real shame to see an attractive woman of color. I'm not of color. I happen to be Choctaw. I am Cherokee, and I am Creek. I'm not of color. I'm Native American Indian. That's the first thing, and I'm pleased to meet you. Sitting here acting like a sister from the hood. I'm from the hood, baby. Biloxi, Mississippi. I'm from the hood. Hey, I know who I am, and I love who I am, and I appreciate who I am, and I've always got to be me. And everybody who know me in here will tell you that I'm me. But I'm glad you're here, Holly, and I'm glad you're able to actually give us your comments and share it with us. By the same token, I just believe that we're going to have to take a deep look at a couple of stories. Getting on to another topic, we're going to have to take a deep dive into a couple of stories. One of the stories that I really do want to take a look at, dealing specifically with the topic that we were just talking about with the whole last 4 years ago, all of that stuff, we dealt with it. The stuff for J6, we dealt with a lot of things. And a lot of us are sort of helping them bury the fact that a lot of us saw videos that came out almost immediately after this incident took place. And that's the sad piece. So I don't want to talk about the stuff that we've already revealed, because once something is revealed, you don't walk back down like you don't know and like you regurgitating that stuff, which makes it even easier for you to not deal with it. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Who? Now until May 30th. And you know why? So they got to wash away all this other stuff. So that way they make you feel as if, okay, it's been revealed. This stuff has happened. Nobody's going to do any of this again. Don't forget that we've already been hearing about the whole the sickness of X. And I've already told you guys my impression on the whole X thing, right? On the whole X thing. I've already told you my impression on that, of what it actually is and my impression, right? Just what I think. And for those of you who follow us on both channels, you know. So the story that I'm going to be putting up is wondering exactly what's going on with our young man, a boxer. I feel like this boxer is stuck in Dubai the same way that young lady was stuck in Dubai, the really attractive gal that was driving trucks. He's stuck in Dubai. And the bad part about that is nobody looks like they're trying to help him get out of there. I don't know how much money he's in debt. I don't know. But I do know that it's not a good look. So we're going to upload that over here on the Lockhart Perspective. And then we'll do a live and talk about it one day in between now and next Monday. Okay. There are several of you who have reached out to me and let me know that you are lifting me up and my family up right now, especially in light of some of the things that are going on. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. Sandy Aaron, I appreciate you. I love you very much. Those of you who think of me and who send me messages, I want to tell you I appreciate you and I love you. All right. So we are out of here. We're getting out of here. You guys take care of one another. Remember to take care of my friend, because my friend is you. Anthony, that's who I wanted to say, but you're here so I can say it. And Anthony, who checks on me all the time, my brother, Anthony Van Zandt, I'm so glad you're here, because I really wanted to say it, but you're here now so I can. My brother, Anthony, my sister, Sandy, my brother, Ronnie, everybody who reaches out and checks on me, I appreciate you. I love you, and I want to thank you. Thank you so much for being you. And I want you guys to remember to take care of yourself first, because if you take care of you, then everything else is going to fall into place. And then I want you to make sure that you take care of my friend, Miss Tree. I love you, baby. Sends me all kinds of sweet messages. Has a beautiful daughter. Okay. I love you too, baby. So here's the thing. I want you to make sure that you take care of my friend, so that the next time I see you, I can ask you how my friend is doing, because my friend is you. You take care. Hey everyone, it's me, Felicia, of the Lockhart Perspective and Headlines with a Voice. I want to tell you a little secret. This is what I used to do, because I don't do it anymore. I would go to the store, buy the barbecue sauce, pour it inside of a bowl, put a whole bunch of different spices, a dash of brown sugar, a dash of maple, and a dash of mustard, stir it all around, and everybody would be like, oh my gosh, this is the best, this is the best. But I was exhausted after all of that, and a lot of times I couldn't remember how many dashes of what I put in it. But I don't have to do that anymore, because now I just go to Judge Joe Brown's website and I order his 3-pack of bottled barbecue sauce. It is by far the best, and I do mean the best barbecue sauce I've ever eaten. And when you go to his website and you order his 3-pack, you'll see exactly what I mean. Head on over to jjbbbq.com and order Judge Joe Brown's barbecue sauce. You'll be glad you did, and you're going to tell me about it. I know you will.
To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping